Listen to me. This is a funny video, man. The same skills that would make a great engineer would also make a great point guard. My name is Alexander Akabogwe. This is the Engineering Basketball Channel, and this is exciting. This video, I'm excited to talk about how a great engineer, and I consider myself an engineer that's getting better every single day, but engineers, their mindset would make excellent point guards, excellent decision makers, because that's what we do all day, make decisions. Me, myself, and a quick intro about me. I'm a SCADA, operational technology, AI, automation engineer, working in the industry for over 10 years and counting, and both in leadership as well as project-based, task workflows. And I'm here to tell you that the skills that I've built as an engineer, as well as a basketball player, would make excellent point guards, which is why I believe my kids would be excellent. I say point guards, but that's for the video. Really, it's decision makers. And I can really, start with pattern recognition. Pattern recognition engineering is necessary. You need to make sure you recognize patterns so you can build standards. We do not have the time to do repeated tasks over and over and over again, especially if we want to progress as an engineer. So when we see things multiple times, or we can create a common cause for some of the issues that we see on a daily basis, we then can build some standard or build some automated process, to handle this. That's what engineers do on a daily basis, recognize patterns. From a basketball standpoint, that's very equivalent to reading defenses. I walk down the court and I see where they're in right away. Whether that's in totality, right? The team is in a zone, right? They're in a zone. 2-3, high 2-3. Do they have a rim protector on the inside? Yes or no? What's going on? Do they have athletic wings up top? Right? Understanding what they have. What people say this a lot. What is the defense giving you? You have to answer that question. What are they giving you, and what can you take from that? So, whether they're in a zone, okay, they're kind of giving you jump shots if you're willing to take them and make them. When you're coming off a ball screen, what is the defense giving you? Reading defenses. Are they in a drop? Is the big in a drop? Are they going over ball screens? Are they high hedging? Are they icing? Are they top locking? What's going on? Are they lock left? All these things have ways to beat them. You just have to recognize what's happening and then recognize the solution. In my head, off the top of my head, I'm thinking of a synonym or an analogy that would kind of be outside of the basketball world, so you can understand what I'm talking about. But maybe that wouldn't be beneficial. So let me talk about this. If I'm coming off a ball screen and they're in a drop, my guard needs to be able to hit that one dribble pull up off a ball screen. That forces them to make a different decision, because that's what you're giving up. When you're playing defense, you cannot stop everything, but your goal is to them not recognizing or not having the skill to do the thing that stops them, that forces them to change. So if they're in a drop, maybe they don't believe that the person coming off that ball screen can hit a one dribble pull up, a deep 3 pull up, or hit a deep 2 pull up. So they're giving you that shot and seeing if you can make it. If they're high hedging, they don't trust your big. That's really what they're telling you. They're telling you they don't trust your big. They don't trust that if they're high hedging or jumping ball screens, they don't trust. What should happen is your big should slip and expect the ball. Right? Slip and expect the ball. That big slips. There's a nice strong pass from your guard that just got doubled to your big, and now your big is in the middle of the court making decisions. He has to go and jump to the ball and understand these things, but they don't trust in that. That's what they're saying. They say, we don't believe in this. That's what you have to solve. When they're saying we're in a drop, they're saying we don't believe in your ability to hit a pull-up jump shot, or attack my big slow feet, or if we're high hedging, we don't believe in your other players making decisions. That's the game. In the engineering world, understanding what they're giving you and making decisions, especially under pressure, right? There's a shot clock. There are defensive hands everywhere. that are trying to take the ball. They're just not there playing token defense. They're trying to take the ball. I want to stop there just to understand to you that we've been speaking in something I call systems thinking. We just don't call it that. It's very simple. I come off a high ball screen and the guy guarding me is going over and they're dropping. One dribble pull up, right? Maybe slow the big down, attack the big, right? Maybe drive, draw, and kick to the corner for an open three. If they're in a zone, let's get the ball to the middle, have them collapse and kick for a shot. This is systems thinking. This is what beats that. This is what beats that. Just like in any, I don't know if you played fighting games or even Pokemon, or even Pokemon. That's a great example. When you're fighting a fire type Pokemon, a strong fire type Pokemon, you're like, I'm worried. His fire is so strong. Well, what is he weak against? What is he giving up? Being a strong fire. Being a strong fire type Pokemon, you're giving up your weakness. You're weak to water, right? A pull-up jump shot is the water to the fire, right? A strong Bulbasaur or whatever, Ivysaur. They have strong leaf attacks. They stun. They do very well. What are they weak to? Oh, they're weak to fire. That's how you beat a Bulbasaur. You bring out your fire, right? If they're in a zone, you bring out your shooters, right? Your drive, draw, and kick. Your comfortable players in the middle. It's systems thinking. Systems thinking. And this really is just discipline and repetition, of course. That's something that I love to do. I love to rep things out, but I'm learning that that's not the only thing you can do. You need to be in situations. Players that I will reference for this conversation are players like Chris Paul. Chris Paul has no reason being in the NBA, but the man thinks the game. He thinks the game, so he'll never be stopped, right? He understands. LeBron James, my favorite player in the entire world. My favorite player, yes. My favorite player really is Kyrie Irving, but the best player in the world is LeBron James. There's no doubt about it in my mind. These players think the game. They understand if this, then that. If fire, then water. If leaf, then fire. If water, then leaf, right? That's it. If drop, then pull up. If high heads, then dump. You see? And then relocate and play. That's the way I really want people to think, because it makes the game very easy. No, I'm not going to score every time, but if I think this way through 4 quarters, the percentages are in my favor. There is 80% of the time, 70% of the time, we're going to get a good shot. Are we going to make those shots? I believe we should. Right? We need to practice them, of course. But these are the ways you need to approach the game to make it very simple. Everybody knows what they need to do. Please drop some comments down here, because I really like this idea of this video. I don't know if that Pokemon relation, I think, is gold. People like to complicate things, but I think it's gold. I think it is very simple when you talk about that perspective. Because if people are like, oh yeah, if you're fighting a fire type Pokemon, use a water type Pokemon. Right, if they're in a drop, do this. Will a water type Pokemon beat a fire type every time? No, but you have a better chance, right? You have better chances. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So understand that. Understand the game, and then work on those skills, because you don't just wake up and have a pull-up jumper from D. No. You got to work on it. But when, right? Tell me, drop in the comments what you think. Tell me other analogies. I think Pokemon's a great one, but I really want to hear what you guys think, man. I really want to hear other analogies. I know that there's other cartoons out there, but or other ways to go about things, but the conditional if this then that is really the way that you need to think and recognize patterns. All right, fellas, over and out.